Well, hello everyone, and another week of NFL is in the books. I'll try to go through this faster than I did week 1, but let's get review. First game of the week, Giants and 49ers. Giants handily lose to the 49ers 30-12. Daniel Jones, 22 for 32 for 137 and an interception, and Brock Purdy went 25 for 37 for 310 and 2 touchdowns. Daniel Jones did not have a touchdown this game. And the Giants overall just did not play good without Saquon Barkley. Their biggest rusher went for 17 yards and a touchdown, while Christian McCaffrey went for 85 and a touchdown. Their biggest receiving was Slayton with 32, while Samuel had 129 and a touchdown. Overall, this was expected. It's the Giants, and it's the 49ers. I don't know why you would expect the Giants to win after almost losing to the Cardinals and getting blown out by the Cowboys, but you do you, I guess. But yeah, 49ers pull out the victory here. Next, we have the Lions and the Falcons. And surprisingly, the Lions dismantle the Falcons easily. Bijan did not have the best game. He only went 10 for 33. Desmond Ridder did not throw a pick, so that's a good thing. He only threw for 201 yards, while Jared Goff went for 243, a touchdown and an interception. Yeah, after that interception in the Seattle game, he just hasn't been the same. But Jared Goff's still him. Jahmyr Gibbs went for 17 for 80. Kyle Pitts for 5 for 41, while St. Brown went for 9 for 102. I definitely thought this game was going to be way closer for the Falcons, but I did have the Lions winning the game. I almost picked the Falcons to upset the Lions. I'm glad I didn't. But, yeah, Falcons win week 2, but the Lions win week 3, 20-6. Our next game, man, the Vikings gotta trade everyone, bro. Chargers win 28-24. Vikings drop to 0-3, while the Chargers go up to 1-2. Herbert balled out 40 for 47 for 405 touchdowns. That'd be a lot of touchdowns. 405 yards and 3 touchdowns. While Kirk Cousins also balled out, went for 367 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception that was not his fault. TJ Hawkinson, when catching the ball, yes, I know people are talking about how he should have spiked the ball. But if TJ Hawkinson catches that pass, instead of bobbling it up for an interception, the Vikings win that game. So I don't know how you blame Kirk Cousins on that. And he would have had like 380 yards and 4 touchdowns, 33 for 50. And the Vikings would back up. Alexander Mattison had a bounce-back game. He went for 93 yards. Better than I expected. I thought Cam Akers, who they just traded for, was going to get more yards. And yeah, Austin Eckler still hitting on him. 11 carries for 12 yards. They need Austin Eckler back, bro. I don't know when he's coming back because he has an injury, but they need him back. Justin Jefferson just misses out on 150 yards, going for 149 and a touchdown, his first touchdown of the season. While Keenan Allen absolutely balled out for 215 and a passing touchdown. If we go into player stats, Keenan Allen went 1 for 1 for 49 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Chargers win 28-24. The Viking season might be done. Chargers are not done just yet. Our next game. This was the first one I lost. Saints to Packers. Packers come back after being down 17-0 after Derek Carr got injured early or mid-third quarter. Yeah, Derek Carr got injured. That's going to hurt the Saints a lot, even with Alvin Kamara coming back next week. But the Saints could drop some games without him. And the Packers, Jordan Love, 22 for 44, 259, a touchdown and an interception. He didn't play that bad. Well, he played bad until the fourth quarter. And Derek Carr went out 103 for 1 touchdown. Winston came in to 10 for 16 for 101 yards. Not horrible. Jordan Love rushed the most for a touchdown, 39 yards, while Miller ran for 34 yards. Olave went for 104 yards receiving, and Dobbs went for 73 yards and a touchdown. I'm surprised the Packers got this W here. I thought the Saints were the better team, but I guess the Derek Carr injury just weighed on the Saints, and they just couldn't get it done. Packers win 18-17. Yeah, and by the way, all those points came in the fourth quarter as well, which is crazy to me. The next game, upset. Texans defeat the Jaguars, which is a big surprise. We all thought the Jaguars would be 2-1 right now and leading the division. But we all know who's leading the division right now, the Indianapolis Colts. But this is still a surprise. I thought the Jaguars had this easy. Houston balled out the whole game, though. C.J. Stroud went for 20 for 30 for 280 and 2 touchdowns, which C.J. Stroud, right now, with Anthony Richardson injured, is the best rookie quarterback. But once Anthony comes back, he's going to take that. While Trevor Lawrence threw for 279, 1 touchdown, and an interception. Etienne had a better game than last week, but still not the best game, only going for 80 yards. Singletary ran for 41. Tank Dell balled out for 145 and a touchdown. Nico Collins did not play as well as last week. And Evan Ingram went for 7 for 67. Calvin Ridley still not performing. Overall, I hate to admit it, but this Texans team is pretty sneaky with CJ. Their defense isn't good. Their O-line isn't good. But that offense may be good. Tank Dell, CJ Stroud, and Nico Collins, they might actually be a force to be reckoned with in the next couple of years. Do I even have to say that much? I mean, Dolphins win 70-20. Tua throws for 309 and 4 touchdowns. Mike White, the backup, threw 2 for 2 and a touchdown. A-Chain, 2 or 3 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mind you, this is the running back 2. While the main running back ran for 82 and 3 touchdowns. Russell Wilson even played bad. 306, 1 touchdown and an interception. I don't think that interception was even his fault. Williams only went for 42 rushing yards, though. Cameron Sutton went for 91 yards and 1 touchdown, while Tyreek Hill balled out for 157 and a touchdown. Dolphins are the best team in the league, that's obvious. Putting up 70 points will make you that. And Broncos, if you don't win against the Bears next week, you're going 0-17. Next, I was expecting this to be more closer, but the Titans get dismantled by the Browns, 27-3. Especially no Nick Chubb, this is a bit of a surprise. But they locked up Derrick Henry. Only went for 20 yards. Tannehill only threw for 100. Watson played a little better this week, but he had that weird backwards pass. I don't know what he was doing, but he threw for 289 and 2 touchdowns. This strong guy went for 27. Of course, they're still feeling that Nick Chubb injury. Hopkins only went for 48. Amari Cooper went for 106, 1 touchdown. Probably shouldn't have been second since the dude wasn't out of bounds. Surprisingly, they only got 5 sacks, considering Myles Garrett was there. But, yeah. Don't have much to say about this game. Browns win 27-3. Glad that the Titans lost as well, so we can take first in the division. Next, I'm sorry, Commanders fans, but you're back down to earth. Bills destroy the Commanders 37-30. This game wasn't close. Sam Howell threw 4 interceptions, 170 yards. Josh Allen, he played all right. 280 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception. Cook, I'm glad they're using him more. 98 yards. Robinson ran for 70. Stephon Diggs went for 111 yards. Samuel went for 54. Yeah, I knew as soon as the Commanders were going to go against a good team that they were just going to crumble. And it all depends on how do they play week 4 as how good this team will be. Because the Bills are one of the top teams in the league. And the Commanders aren't as good as them. So, I understand why they did this bad, but you need to step it up next week. I'm not going to talk too much about this since I have my own video. You can go check it on my channel. Colts upset the Ravens 22-19. But the Colts upset the Ravens, shock the world. We put our name out there. Colts win 22-19. Gardner Minshew, 227, touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 2 yards, but ran for 101 and 2 touchdowns. Moss ran for 122 yards. Pittman caught 77. Zay Flowers caught 48. And Matt Gay makes history as the first kicker to ever kick 4 field goals behind 50 yards. He went 5 for 5 as well. But that's really all I have to say since I have my own separate video on this. Colts win 22-19. Patriots Jets. I should not have picked the Jets here. I don't know why. I thought maybe the defense could lock up Mac Jones or something. It did not work. Both offenses suck. Both defenses are elite. That's the story of this game. Jets haven't beat the Patriots in 7 years. That's just sad. Mac Jones, 201 and a touchdown. Zach Wilson, he did not throw a pick, but he only threw for 157 yards. Cook only ran for 18. Breece Hall isn't even up here. Ezekiel Elliott surprisingly balled out for 80 yards. Brown, 71 yards and a touchdown, while Wilson only got 40. How far the Jets have fallen. You know, if they had Aaron Rodgers, they'd be 3-0. But now they're 1-2. And I just don't see their season ending well for them anymore. Next, Panthers Seahawks. Seahawks handily beat the Panthers 37-27. Bryce Young did not play in this game. It was Andy Dalton, who threw for 361 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andy Dalton balled out. He's definitely better than Bryce Young by a long shot. Of course, a surprise because we all thought Bryce Young was the most ready for the NFL. Geno Smith went for 296, a touchdown and an interception. That's pretty good for him. Sanders only ran for 24 yards and a touchdown, while Kenneth Walker balled out for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. Thielen balled out for 145 and a touchdown, while DK Metcalf also played well for 112 yards. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this game to be this close, but with Andy Dalton playing, it gives the Panthers team just a little bit more chance to win. But since Bryce Young's the starter, I don't see the Panthers going anywhere after this. Although it was a pretty close game. Next. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this either. The Bears suck. Chiefs are good. 272, 3 touchdowns. Justin Fields didn't even crack 100. He threw for a touchdown and an interception in garbage time. Pacheco ran for 62 and a touchdown. Justin Fields ran for 47. Kelsey caught 69 yards in front of his... Kelsey caught 69 yards and a touchdown in front of his maybe girlfriend, Taylor Swift. And DJ Moore catches 41 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, classic Chiefs game. Bears suck. All I really have to say on this. What happened? Cardinals, who a lot of people predicted to go 0-17, defeat a playoff team in the Dallas Cowboys, 28-16. Josh Dobbs, 189 yards, 1 touchdown. Prescott, 249, a touchdown. A stupid interception at the end of the game that sealed the game. Pollard, 23 carries for 122. Connor, 98 yards and a touchdown. Gallup went for 92 yards. Wasn't even CeeDee Lamb. Wilson, 86 yards. Cowboys need to lock in. I know they lost Trayvon Diggs, but then it's the Cardinals. You don't lose to the Cardinals. You know, I'm kind of happy though because it is the Cowboys. Anyway, moving on to the Sunday night game. Again, game looks close, but the Steelers really cooked the Raiders. They only had 7 points until the fourth quarter. The game was basically over by then. Steelers, Kenny Pickett threw for 235 and 2 touchdowns, while Garoppolo threw for 324, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. If you can look over the interceptions, he did play better, but if you can't, he played worse. Harris ran for 65, Jacobs ran for 62. Pickens caught for 75. Devontae Adams absolutely balled out for 172 and 2 touchdowns. But the Raiders couldn't get it done because Josh McDaniels doesn't know how to count, how to add. Know that you could go for a 2-point conversion to make 8 points instead of putting up 3. Down by 8. If you just get that 2-point, if you just go for that 4th down instead of kicking a field goal, you might have had a chance to win the game. Yeah, the Raiders fumbled the bag here, and they lose to the Steelers, who go 2-0. Our last 2 Monday night games. Eagles beat the Buccaneers 25-11, which, along with the Dolphins game, is scoregami. That's cool. Unique NFL scores. I don't know what number is that. It's like 1,080 something. But Eagles dismantle the Buccaneers 25-11. They only put up 3 to the final quarter. Jalen Hurts threw for 2 interceptions though. 277 yards and a touchdown. That's interesting. The defense for the Bucs didn't even look that bad. One of those interceptions looked really good. Baker Mayfield threw his first interception today. 146 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. White went for 38. Swift balled out again for 130. Lions should not have traded him. Brown went for 131 yards. After putting on those highlighter yellow cleats, apparently they wanted to throw the ball to him more. He didn't even get a touchdown, though. Mike Evans, actually, he dropped 2 touchdown passes. Mike Evans went for 60 and a touchdown. Bucks, closer than I thought, but also the Eagles blew them out. Eagles go up to 3-0, along with the 49ers and the Bengals. Not the Bengals, of course. The Dolphins are the last undefeated teams in the league. Speaking of the Bengals, who are 1-2 in our final game for today, we have the Rams and the Bengals, a rematch of Super Bowl. A Super Bowl that was played 2 years ago. I kind of forgot the order. Sorry. Bengals are back. They played really pretty alright against the Rams. Bengals defense was basically lights out. Matthew Stafford threw for 2 interceptions, 269 yards and a touchdown. While Joe Burrow plays a little better, 259 yards and an interception. The interception was not his fault. Okay? Whoever caught that ball, the Rams defender ripped the ball right out of his hands. It shouldn't be an interception. It should be a fumble. But rules are rules. So Joe Burrow does have that interception on his list. Williams caught 38. Well, rushed for 38. Mixon ran for 65 and a touchdown. They should use Mixon more. Puka Nacua, we all thought his crazy run was over, and then he caught that big pass at near the end of the game in garbage time. So he catches for 72 yards, respectable. While Jamar Chase finally has that pop-up game for 141 yards. Yeah, I think the Bengals are back. They play a bunch of easy opponents. So I personally think they'll be fine. They'll put up some wins. And for the Rams, you guys are still surprising. And you kept it close the whole game. So I respect you for it. But, Bengals. Now, just for a quick over the standings. Dolphins lead the East. Jets bottom out. Chiefs lead the West. Broncos bottom out. Steelers lead the North. Bengals bottom out, unfortunately. Colts lead the North. Titans bottom out. Eagles lead the East. Giants bottom out. Niners lead the West. Cardinals bottom out. Packers somehow lead the North right now. That's going to change when the Lions play them, even though it is at Lambeau Field. Bears bottom out, luckily. And Falcons lead the South. Panthers bottom. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy this game between the Dolphins and the Bills tomorrow on Sunday. Yes, tomorrow's Sunday, not Wednesday. I don't know what I'm saying. But this is going to be the best game of the week, obviously. Get your popcorn for it. And anyway, I hope to see you guys later. And yeah, peace.